I'm not sure if I'm actually in focus. Hopefully I am. But today has been a great day, y'all. And it has been a great day because, I feel like every day is a great day. Really, I don't have really many bad days, truthfully and honestly. But today has been like a much better day. And I'll tell you guys why. Like, I just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, which is amazing. It's a huge milestone for me, and I don't make this video. I'm not gonna make this video to like brag or none of it, but I wanna talk about the experience and everything that has led up to this moment. Before we do that, I wanna light this cigar, right? I wanna enjoy this cigar while I talk. It was already actually lit, but I'm gonna light it again. So 10,000 followers on Instagram. What does it mean? What that means to me is it's a milestone. It's a huge milestone. And for anybody who don't know me, I've been pursuing entrepreneurship now for 6 years. I started just posting video game clips on YouTube, streaming on Twitch. I had a small fan base, like a small little community that I was streaming for. And actually, let's start in the beginning. Start from the very top, right? I was working at a restaurant, the first job that I ever had. I got hired there when I just turned 17. And from there, it went from me working this job every day, and I actually really liked the job. But I came to the realization very quickly that the dreams that I had and what I wanted to accomplish for myself as far as being successful, and one day if I knew that like I wanted to be rich, right? I feel like we all have this thing in our mind where we say, oh, we're gonna be rich and this and that, but it's like the things that you're doing in your life, it doesn't align with being a rich person. You get what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna get, now I'm not saying that it's not possible that you're not gonna get rich, by working your 9-to-5 job. I'm not saying that that's not possible because I'm sure people have done it. But the thing is about it, you have much less chances of becoming rich and successful by working for somebody else, by them telling you, okay, this is the amount of money that you're allowed to make, by them telling you this is the time of hours that you have to work, et cetera, et cetera. So at 17 years old, I realized, and I came, to a quick realization that if I knew that I was going to be rich one day, working this restaurant job, getting paid under the table is not going to cut it. Even though I liked the job, and even though I was making decent money for a 17-year-old, coming home with $150, almost $200 every single night, like I knew that it wasn't gonna cut it. So I had to cut the cords early. So when I turned 18 was when I decided to quit. I just knew that I really didn't know what it was that I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to do it myself, and I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be successful on my own terms. From there I just started dabbing into different books, just trying to expand my mind. The first book I ever picked up was Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and then it was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and then I dived into 48 Laws of Power, all the books that you've heard. I started diving into those books and my mind started opening, and then I feel like the thing is about a lot of people, we say we want these things. Oh, I want to be rich, successful, I want to start this business, I want to do that, but it's like I said, there's things that's happening in your life, and you have things in your life that doesn't align with the dream. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're gonna be successful, you're gonna do all of these things that you imagine in your mind, you gotta open yourself up to different things, right? It's looking for knowledge, it's going out and experimenting, it's going on adventures, it's looking for different things and pieces of information, and I was doing all of these things. So 17, 18, I started picking up books and just learning as much information as I can about successful people, what they do, different business ideas, all of these different things. And I started doing streaming, right? I picked up streaming. I was already playing a lot of video games. 17, 18-year-old boy, I was playing video games all day, every day. So I figured I'm wasting all my time playing these games when I could be making money from them, right? So I started streaming on Twitch, and put my video game clips on YouTube, and I found that like it started to work a little bit. You know what I mean? Obviously in the beginning I had no views. Like I had my phone as a viewer. My girlfriend at the time, she had my stream pulled up all the time, and then I had like 1 or 2 consistent viewers. And Dre, if you're watching this, my guy, because he was always in my streams. I started to grow a little bit more of a fan base. It went from like almost having like 0 to 4 viewers to always like having like consistently 15 or 20. And a year later, when I turned 19, I remember like they started sending me video game sponsorships. So I want to make this story a little bit quick. Like I don't want to feel like I'm ranting or talking about myself, but I'm making this video for the sole purpose of showing people like where I've came from. And a lot of people may not look at like, oh, 10,000 followers, bro, anybody can do that. But the truth about it is some people can't, and it was very hard for me to do it. It means a lot to me that I was able to accomplish something like this because it shows me what more I can accomplish. Getting back on topic, so I was making sponsorship money, and I found that like the videos weren't really working, and I just wanted more for myself. Like if I was gonna be successful in something, I didn't want to be known as like a video gamer. Like I didn't want to be known as a Twitch streamer. Like that's fucking corny to me. Like that's corny as shit. Like let's say if I'm out on the street walking somewhere, and somebody be like, yo, that's Demir, man. Like, bro, I be watching all your streams, bro. Like, I love your GTA content. Okay? But like there's no real significant importance to that. Like, how have I helped your life? How have I helped change your life? I can't do that by playing video games. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's fucking corny. That's lame as shit. So, like, I can't, like, even though I started making that money, and I could have taken it way further, I wanted more of a real purpose in my life. So I started dabbling into, like, I knew that I had the skill of like editing videos for people, you know, for myself. So I started to sell that. So I went on Fiverr, you know, I was just charging people to edit their videos. Like it started at like $5, and once I started getting really good at it, I was able to charge people a lot more money, like $100 and even $800 for a video. No bullshit. Fast forward, they kicked me off the platform because of some fucking policy that I didn't know anything about. They kicked me off the platform with no warning, no nothing, so I was back to zero. And I was like, okay, I need to make real money. Like, how do I make real money? Like, what can I get good at so fast and I can start to sell that thing? And I like came to the conclusion, like, I was already in film and I was editing videos for other business owners and content creators. And I got so good at social media marketing, and I got so good at running ads, and I got so good at creating thumbnails, and I got so good at editing short videos, and I got so good at all of these things. Why not just pick up a camera and start shooting portraits for people? Why not pick up a camera and start shooting events? Why not pick up a camera and just capture moments for people? You know what I mean? People would pay for that. This was like a year ago. 20 at the time. I'm 20 at the time, and I started taking pictures. I'm 21 now, and I kind of want to get into like how I was able to grow so quickly. And the thing about it is, like, me, it's like anybody who's new, they're gonna look at it like, oh, 10,000 followers. You did that like no time. Like, nah, bro, like it took a lot of time. You know what I mean? And even though I was able to grow from like literally 3,000 and 4,000 followers all the way up to 10K in like literally a month or two, like everything that I was doing before has led up to that moment. I was making videos long before that. Like the same videos I'm doing now, I was literally doing the same stuff. Here's the thing, man. Most people feel like if they're in starting a new business endeavor or whatever they're doing, they feel like, oh, just because it's not working, it's not for me. No, that's not the truth, man. Just because it's not working now doesn't mean that it's not gonna work. And I feel like the best thing you could possibly do for yourself and what God wants you to do is just be consistent with what you're doing. Be consistent and build a strong discipline in yourself and build a strong will to not give up. You can't give up. I was creating those videos, making those videos, and they would only get like 100, 200, 300 views. Like I wouldn't get any more than that. Nobody was liking them. People were watching them, but people were scrolling right past them. No one was commenting. No engagement, zero, nothing. Of course, like a lot of the times, like I felt like a failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I still doing this if nothing's working? But the thing that people don't understand is It's like I just said, just because it's not working now doesn't mean it's not gonna work. To anybody who's trying to grow their business, just keep going. Like, study what you're doing wrong. That's the thing. Most people are not doing any self-reflection, the hard work. You know what I mean? It's easy to create something and throw it out there and expect it to do good. What I was doing was I was literally just studying what I was doing wrong, redoing it, taking certain things out and switching it with what's working. Like, you may have a great video, but the intro is wrong. So people are gonna like click on the video, and with the intro being like boring, people are not going to watch it the rest of the way through, and it affects your watch time. It affects your engagement. People may have a strong intro, but the pacing of the video may be wrong. So people get bored throughout the video, or if the pacing is too fast, people get overwhelmed and they click through the video, or the content is just not relevant. So you have to think about these things when you're creating your videos. Once I started doing that is when I started really growing. Most people are not going to believe in you until you can prove that you can do the thing. It's very important that you're able to actually show people that not only can you do it for them, but you have to do it for yourself first. I thought to myself one day, and I was like, I'm cold calling all of these people, and I'm telling people that, you know what I mean? Like, you should hire me and I can do this for you, but I haven't even done it for myself. Like, how can I promise to get somebody else to 100,000 followers and subscribers? And how can I promise somebody that I can get them to 1 million views on a video if I can't even do it myself? How can I promise that? People are gonna look at my shit and be like, yo, like, you said that? Nah, they're not gonna wanna hire me. So once I figured that and I came to that realization, and I was like, damn, I gotta go to work. Like, I gotta go to work on myself, and I have to prove that I'm able to do it. Once you're able to do the work for yourself, your business will fucking skyrocket. And the thing about it is, in business, what I've learned, everything is really all up to you. It's really all up to you. How you promote yourself and how you perceive yourself and your self-image and everything that revolves around, like, that is gonna be what determines how much your business actually thrives. So if you can't go to war on yourself, if you can't work on yourself, you won't have a business that thrives. Because how it works is like literally the law of attraction. You know what I mean? In a sense, it's like, if I'm constantly doing the work, even if I'm not getting paid, the money's gonna come after. Most people are just trying to chase shit. You cannot chase. You know what I mean? Like, you're constantly chasing the money, but you're not building the skills. It's like in a relationship. Most people are chasing and chasing and chasing the person, and they're not doing the work on themselves. So it's like, you're gonna end up in a wrong relationship because you don't even know your own self-worth. You don't even know your own self-value. And then you're like you're chasing a girl, you're chasing a boy, you're chasing a man. Like, how are you gonna be in a relationship that thrives if you don't even know how to be emotionally intellectual? If you don't know how to talk to a person, if you don't know how to cater to a person's feelings, if you don't even know how to do those things for yourself, how are you gonna expect to do that for somebody else? One thing that I've found that has been the most beneficial to me is just by doing stuff, even if money's not there, even if people aren't there, none of it. You gotta go to war, and you have to go to work on yourself. Waking up every day is actually how you get ahead. By not waking up every day and doing the work, and if you wanna lay in, you wanna sleep in, you wanna sit on the phone all day with your girlfriend, you wanna lay in bed with her all day, you're missing a fucking opportunity. You're missing opportunities, my brother. And it's the truth. There's been days where I haven't wanted to work, and I got up and worked, and I made that post and I made that video, and it made me money. Because you made a post, somebody may have seen it, and somebody may have wanted to buy your product or your service. But if you slept in all day, people would have never known. If Demir Fisher didn't make that post today, less eyes would have been on me, and I would have made less money. So this is just kind of my mentality. I feel like I kind of got off topic. I'm just kind of going on a rant here. All of this is information that I wish somebody would have taught me. Like, if I would have had somebody sit down with me and tell me the same shit that I'm telling y'all right now, I would have probably been 100 steps ahead. And the thing about it is, a lot of people are gonna click on this video. A lot of people are probably gonna watch this video and hear what I'm saying, and it's gonna go through one ear and go out the other. You know what I mean? And I understand that a lot of people's like circumstances in lives are different. So like, what I'm telling you may have worked for me and it may not work for you. But the truth about it is, still be open-minded to it. I'm not gonna do anything that steers me the wrong way. So I wouldn't want to tell anybody to steer them the wrong way, because I wouldn't tell myself some bullshit, and I'm not gonna tell y'all no bullshit. And that's the thing about me. My shit is very fucking real. Like, you're gonna go to anybody's channel, you're gonna go to anybody's page, and they got all these flashy ass edits on their shit, and they read scripts, and they do X, Y, Z to make their videos all perfect and shit. Bro, I'm real as shit, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing to steer you the wrong way. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is, because I don't care. I would love to be able to sit down with somebody and really guide them and coach them and give them the game that I wish somebody gave me. I love being able to sit down here with these videos. Hopefully these videos do great, but look, I hate to sell y'all something, but I do have a masterclass. The masterclass is essentially just a sit down with me, right? Like, I sit down with you, we have a conversation, and I walk you through my entire retouching process, and I teach you absolutely everything that I know. It's a 2-day program. Both classes last for about an hour, and I'll sit with you, I'll answer whatever questions you have, and I'll walk you through how to start your own social media marketing business, your own media business, whether it be photography, videography, or if you're trying to do social media marketing for clients and help them grow their businesses, because you make a lot of money doing that shit, man. If you guys want access to that, go ahead and send me an email, and I would love to reach out to y'all and just chop it up. I'll catch y'all in the next video, whatever it may be, and y'all have a great rest of your day or night. Peace.